door open. Is everything alright? If you're trying to scare me, it's working. Paul.
What happened?
I'm gonna be sick.
Alright, let's take you to the station for some food and something to eat, alright?
So, Doc, cause of death?
I think it was a slash to the throat. I'll have to get her up on the table to be sure. She was a young one, probably late 20s and healthy. I'd say time of death was probably somewhere between 11 and midnight due to the temperature of her liver. Can't be sure until I get her up on the table. So Carl, if you could help me out, we'll get back to you in a few hours with some results.
We have a break-in on our hands. No sign of forced entry. The neighbors said that the front door was left slightly ajar. Let's dust for prints and check CODIS and see if we find anything there. Let's find out who became this woman's worst nightmare.
We're going to keep Ella here for a little bit, since she discovered the body, but I'm just not too convinced that she's the type of person to kill somebody. Especially her neighbor on a day that they're supposed to go out. And Paula, she worked for a Sub-Zero corporation. She was kind of interesting. She was laid off a few weeks ago. Maybe we should just check there, see what we can come up with, see what happens.
Where can we find Victor Moss? Thank you. We would like to speak to Mr. Moss.
Let me see if he's busy. I have some people wanting to speak with you. He can see you now. Follow me this way.
Hello,
What brings you two here today?
I'm Detective John Kelly, and this is my partner, Rebecca Walters. We're here to talk to you about Paula Klee. She used to work here some time ago. I believe she was fired.
Paula. Sounds familiar. Do you happen to have a picture of her? A lot of women work here but can't keep up with the guys. She did get in a lot of fights with co-workers.
What was the co-worker's name? She was murdered last night in her home.
Oh, that's tragic. Poor girl. Carly was her name. Have one of my receptionists give you her address.
Listen, don't go anywhere. We'll probably have some questions to follow up on later on. So, Doc, what do you have for us?
Well, the COD wasn't a slash to the throat like we thought it was.
How is that possible? There was so much blood at the crime scene.
Well, that's what it was made to look like, but it was poisoning. Sarin, I believe. So, sarin's a poison that is odorless, colorless, tasteless. Big concern. You got to get to the crime scene and see if there's some sort of beverage container there that might have some sort of trace of this. Now, whoever slashed the throat is left-handed. They made a clean slice. But the killer must have been impatient. She didn't have any defensive wounds. So whatever you should know, whoever killed her is left-handed. You see, the sarin is what actually killed her. Okay? The slash to the throat is a complete ploy. The sarin has been in her system. It was there first. And so the slash was just used as a cover-up. But, just so you know, that blade that you're looking for, 7 inches long. I noticed that she has some bruises. She has some bruises and fingerprints on her neck. So I'm going to run them in CODIS and APHIS to see if they bring up anything. But what you're looking for is about 4 prints on the left side of the neck and 1 on the right. Okay, from the placements of these prints, I assume the killer's male. Can't be sure until we get them run.
Thanks, Doc. It is strange. Just call us if you find out anything else, okay?
Be careful with that sarin. It's very dangerous. Wear gloves. Wash your hands.
Will do.
This is the police!
sorry. I couldn't believe it was true. I just had to see it for myself. She was way too young.
You must be Paula's father. We're sorry for your loss. We're trying to do everything we can to figure who did this to your daughter.
My name's Kevin. Kevin Clee.
Well, why don't we get you back to the precinct? We have some questions to be answered, and I'm sure you have the answers. We could get you some water. Does that sound okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Ron, you want to stay here while I take Mr. Clee back to the station, find what we're looking for?
Yes. I understand why he's looking sick. He did just lose his only daughter. I mean, he lost his wife 7 months ago, and now his daughter. This man has been through a lot.
Just don't think he did it. I mean, I guess we have to hold him because he was found at the crime scene.
Come take a look at this.
Looks like we're going to have to talk to Victor again. You lied, Mr. Moss. There aren't any gentlemen that work here. So listen, I want to know the truth from you, or you're going to be walking out of here with a new pair of bracelets. You understand? Now you use your next words wisely. What happened?
Okay. When you first came, I didn't know what to say. I knew if I told everybody that me and Paula were together, I'd get the blame for it. But you have to believe me, I truly do love her.
Did anyone else know you two were together?
Carly did. Carly was jealous of Paula. Everybody loved Paula, except for Carly.
Listen, I don't want you going anywhere. I'm definitely going to have some more questions for you. Now, where's Carly's office?
Her office is down 2 flights of stairs.
Doors open.
Hi, I'm Detective John Kelly, and this is my partner, Rebecca Walters. We're here to talk to you about Paula Clee. I'm curious, were you angry or jealous of her because she had a crush on Victor? Was it because he spent all of his time with her and not with you?
No, you have it all wrong. Me and Victor were seeing each other before that whore came along. We made love all the time before she started working here. He won't even look at me the same.
So you and Victor were intimate before Paula showed up?
Yeah.
Listen, don't go anywhere. We may need to talk to you again. Oh, the killer is left-handed and smart. They have to know their way around poison and a dagger. Carly was a chef in her former life, so she knows her way around a dagger, and she's left-handed. We also know that Paula sent Carly a threatening letter, so I think she has the perfect motive. Then there's Victor Moss, Paula's lover. I found his fingerprints on a glass in his office, and I had my technician run it. And those fingerprints matched the fingerprints around her throat. Of course, he had a very good motive. Could have been Ella, her neighbor. Could have also been the father, but those don't seem so strong. No, I know who killed her. Do you?
Let's go arrest our killer.
Excuse me, wait, they're in a meeting.
Great idea, guys.
Sorry to interrupt your meeting. There's someone we have to take downtown with us. Carly Kate, you're under the arrest for the murder of Paula Clee. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Do you understand your rights as they have been read to you?
Yes. She deserved it. She threatened me. She stole my lover. I love you, Victor. I would do it again if another whore would come in here and steal you away from me.
She's crazy. I can't believe I was working with the killer.
No one deserves to die, not even twice. But Carly didn't kill her. You did. You poisoned her with sarin. You must have thought she was sleeping, so you ran out. Next time, don't leave the evidence in plain sight. And don't let the blood show on the knife. What I don't get is why you, Victor, killed her. Carly wanted you to herself, but why you?
She threatened me. It was fun at first sneaking around with her, but then it got old. I fired her and we were still sleeping together. It's like I was playing some kind of game, but the rules don't make any sense. They're being made up by all the wrong people. I mean, no one makes them up. They seem to make themselves up.
Victor Moss, you are under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say then will be used against you in a court of law.